is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Mixon on the toss right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up
some of these play calls. I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. at their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A gain of 6 there on first. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Allen. Flush to his right. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start here with Jackson. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So we've reached the intermission. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
13. Washington.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Jennings now on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale goal, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case. And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, I'm doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team. Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. That's going to be caught, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dawson Knox, 30 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy. Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. Washington. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind. Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though. Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this one. No.
First and 10. At their own 26.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Tate's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Washington.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports.
Ravens.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Allen. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
49.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, slant pass to Boyd. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
49.
On second down, Mixon, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard.
Throwing again on second down. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A 7-yard.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Tate on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.
Spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat in the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent, a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down, I'm airing the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this loose thing, the freshman ain't half the minute.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Jennings now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Looking deep for Jennings. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
And that's the way you get an opening drive going. Pick up the first down, convert on 3rd down, and how about doing it old school style, doing it with a running play.
They'll run it with Jackson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Bo, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Bridgewater and the Jets come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Gordon. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. They're looking at 3rd and 10.
Jets, nothing.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
49-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got this down to the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier, Desmond Trufant, brought him down. No gain on the play. Brings up the...
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studio. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Jennings now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, he's going to float this one deep rights. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 73 yards.
First down. And
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
His pass caught at the 4. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Taken in at the 22. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
At their own.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Watson looking deep for Jennings. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Set to return it, here's Moore. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. Bridgewater and the Jets come up now first and 10 at their own 22. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. That'll result here a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ball carrier.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, 20. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 16-yard line. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards the pickup there. Second and 3 from the 9.
At the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Tackle made.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, this is Jackson. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
New York ready to go again offensively. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up second down.
Crowder, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That one is caught by Hunt. Here right around the 23-yard line.
A gain of only a yard.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Watson. Fighting Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, it's Watson. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Maher now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Gets past him at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 28 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down to 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater over the middle. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
3rd down and less than a yard.
Bridgewater again. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out.
Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry.